follow the signs. 10, kiss me in the rain. 1, 2, 3, you're too blind to see. 4, 5, 6, 8, I'm taking the rest. 7, 8, 9, I just follow the line. 10, kiss me in the rain. Children, we're just children. Children, we're just children. Play with me, I'll play with you. I just want us to be true. Tell me that you love me too. Or just give me a clue. Give me a clue. We're just children. We're just children. Children, children. Fix your eyes on me. 5, 5, 6, and my feelings are mixed. 7, 8, 9, I just follow the signs. 10, kiss me in the rain. 1, 2, 3, you're too blind to see. 4, 5, 6, that I'm taking the risk. 7, 8, 9, I just follow the line. 10, kiss me in the rain. Children, we're just children. Children, we're just children. Play with me, I'll play with you. I just want us to be true. Tell me that you love me too. Or just give me a clue. Give me a clue. We're just children. We're just children.
So here we are on board the Mercedes with SLR driver Wamski. Heading down into turn 1, you want to be braking around about the 100-meter board, and you want to keep it nice and tight on the apex to give yourself a really good exit for turn 2. A lot of people are quite prone to spin there. DRS activated, hugging the left-hand side. Turn 4 is a good overtaking spot after turn 1, but you don't want to run too wide here. It'll throw you out into that treacherous gravel trap. And as brave as you want to be over 5 and 6 here in these curbs, and then turn 8, heavy brakings over turn 8, getting that car nice and under control early as you possibly can on the throttle for turn 9, and then the most difficult braking zone in probably the whole calendar is turn 10 here, nicely navigated by Wamski. DRS activated up through the gears. Now you'd be only looking for roughly around about the 50-meter board, a little dab on the brakes, drop it down into 5th. You want to get as early as possible on the par to get a good exit here, because you will be pretty much flat out all the way. Again, usual braking point there. Nicely navigated by Wamski. Only one more corner to go. Looking smooth as anything here. Just at the curb, 100-meter board, again on the brakes, drop it down in the 4th gear, being respectful of that final curb, on the par, DRS activated, and that completes a lap of the Bahrain Grand Prix.
Hello, good afternoon everyone. Oh, evening. Not sure. Oh, Narp just spun on the first sector, losing a whole wing. No, he doesn't. I do expect that as well, because Tier 3 is like the fastest drivers out of like Tier 4, and in this race right now we have 4 reserve drivers, and some of them are actually from Tier 4. Like currently in P7 in the Alpha Tower, we have Eversnacks, who only did a 125.9, and is currently on the outlap on new first soft. So he won the race yesterday, so maybe he could do it again in Tier 3. Who knows? We're yet to see 2 of the Alpine vehicles to set time. They're currently doing the times right now. Keyboard Magnussen's currently on sector 3, so we shall find out what time he gets, as he's on the final turn right now, getting that DRS zone, and he gets a 126.5, which gets him P11 so far.
Sorry for that, guys. Apparently my mic wasn't working. I hope it is right now. We'll check in a bit. As yeah.
Now Motocrosser is coming to the final turn right now, trying to get his time validated. So let's see what position he's going to get in. He gets P11 with 126.5 on fresh tires on softs. The times are looking very tight, to be honest. So the race is going to be interesting.
As yeah, we've got Zod at the moment in provisional pole. We've got a few people on an outlap. Looking at Wimpy right now in a sec. Let's open the track map. As for some reason, we've got Wimpy starting his hot lap right now. As he goes into 5th gear, opening up the DRS. Oh, never mind, he goes into the pits. Never mind. We'll go on to Futuristic as he opens up the DRS, coming down the long pit straight. Coming down into turn 1, heavy braking as the camera angle does not want to adjust. As you need to get good traction out of turn 2. Make sure you don't spin coming out of it. Coming up to turn 4. Good on the throttle, smooth, try and use all of the track, which he did not. But coming on to the next sector, he's down on his time by only 2/100ths. Coming up to the very tight hairpin, which you can lock up very easily. You do not want to mess that up or you lose a lot of time. As Van Beach sets a 25.5 right now, coming on to the next DRS zone. Futuristic comes into the long left-hander right now. Good traction out of there. Make sure you do not hit that curb or you will be sent spinning out of the circuit, as he's down on his time by almost 4/10ths. Coming up to the final corner, traction is really crucial coming down here. As he goes into 3rd gear, try and nail the traction. Coming on full gas and crosses the line into P2 with a 25.5. As I'm going on board with Tatsis right now, starting his hot lap, coming down the pit straight. Heavy braking into turn 1. Let's go on board with him right now as he comes up to turn 4. Not sure how many drivers are actually on pad or on wheel, which I hope to know in the near future if that is possible. Yeah, as he comes down to the hairpin in a bit. Make sure you don't lock up those tires, as he does a little bit on the left front. Make sure you get a good exit for the next corner, as RCC Papa gets a 25.2, which we were expecting a bit more, as he comes up to the final sector and he hits the curb and goes spinning.
Oh, yeah. That is so unfortunate for him.
Yep, very unfortunate, as I do believe he was up on his time.
Yeah.
We'll go on board with Wimpy right now as he's starting his hot lap. My previous teammate a long time ago. Not to mention did have a little help for Ferrari. Getting them that constructors now. Mostly signings and Wimpy did that, but yeah. As he comes down to turn 4, make sure you don't lock up, get good traction. Try and use the whole track, as I see a lot of people not doing that. Yeah, even though he is up 2.5 up on his time. Making sure you get good traction out of that corner. Coming into the hairpin. Do not lock up. He does not. Not sure if he's running ABS or not. As we come on to the next DRS zone. Coming onto the long left-hander. Hopefully the Alpine doesn't stop him or causes any dirty air. Hopefully goes out of the way, and he does. As Wimpy has a little moment.
Oh, he loses it.
It's not. It's very tricky apparently with these corners now, as we do have a loss of downforce. I believe it's about 10 to 15%. Due to the weir, not sure how it's called. Do you know the name?
I don't really know, but there is a difference if we compare this game to the last game with the turnings and everything.
Yeah, you can feel it, as
Yeah.
a lot of
Like-
factors have been improved, like speed, top speed, slipstream has
Exactly.
become a bit stronger. dirty air is still a massive hit in the face if you're behind someone.
Yes, yes.
You.
Like, on the last game, I was a pad user, and when this game came out, I said to myself that I can't do it with the pad anymore. I have to use the wheel.
Yeah, it's apparently very tricky. I'll have to deal with pad
Yeah.
as I'm a poor sicko that does not want to buy a wheel. Just staying with a cheap ass pad. But hopefully I'll be competitive enough as these guys seem to be very close with each other, as we've got the top 8 within 6/10.
Oh, Mark. Oh, Cable just spun. And it was doing a decent lap as well.
Actually surprising that this guy is still on keyboard. And the fact that he is pretty quick for what he
Yeah.
can do on a keyboard, as I'm gonna be going on board with, let's see who's on a lap, as we've got Adderless Snacks, who was our tier 4 winner last night, going onto the main straight. Breaking into turn 1, no lock up yet, maybe a slight one. Getting good traction out of turn 2, out of 3. Make sure you don't spin that car around. Coming into turn 4. Going into third gear, try and use all of the track, which he does not use as well, but he is up on his time. As we come down to a hairpin. Coming out of it, getting quick traction out of it. Coming onto the hairpin again, no lockup, very nice and easy. Second gear, try and get as fast as possible on the throttle. Coming up to a long left-hander, make sure you do not touch the killer curb, as we've seen a few drivers do it already. He manages to stick it good. Is up on his time by 6/100, but the final corner is really crucial. You need to get that traction nail on, spot on. Coming into it, coming out of it. Will he gain time? I believe he did. Let's see what his time is. It's a 25.6. He did improve.
Yep, and he got himself to P6.
As
And now many drivers out of the pits trying to improve the laps in the last 7 seconds of their qualifying.
Yes, as we've got Van Beats behind Futuristic, will get a bit of a tow, but also will be influenced by the dirty air, as we can already see him running wide a bit. Coming onto the next corner, make sure you don't spin that car, as I'll go on board with Futuristic right now. We come up to the final corner with him, we go on to the main straight.
Oh, Van's lost it. He's half spun on the last turn.
That's unfortunate. As on board, as Tatsis also loses it, coming out of turn 6, I believe, or 7. I'm on board with Sod right now, coming up to the killer curb. Let's make sure, yes, he does it well. I did not manage to see how much he was up on his time, but we'll see coming across the line in a few moments. Will he get pole? He will not. We still, as we've got RC Papa on pole, actually, I believe, unless a few drivers do something about it. Not sure if Wimpy can. No, he can, but he moves up to P3. As we've got Plambert coming up onto the final corner, will he be able to improve? As we've got Papa going into the 24.9s. That's what we want to see from this tier. As Plambert also moves up a place, as we've got the rest of the grid lining up, as we've got Peppa coming on to pole, actually, yeah. Wow, as Red Bull are starting really strong with P1 and P3.
Very true.
As we've got RC Peppa on pole, following up with Van Beet, following up in P3 with Wimpy. Then we've got Sprock JE, we've got Futuristic in P5, Zod in P6, Plambert in P7, Tatsis in P8, Aerosnacks in P9, Mozzie Gaming in P10. We've got Yoda, Nap, That Band's Motocrosser, Keyboard Mag, Mazzaspins, sorry, and we've got Meepo. We've got the top 9 with a gap of 7/10, I believe, or 8. My maths is just terrible. It's 7. Jesus Christ. No, yeah, as we've got our lineup for today for Tier 3. If you wanna guess who will be the winner for tonight, I am not sure at the moment, but I do believe Peppa has the biggest chance, as 1, he's in a Red Bull, 2, he's a Greek. Is there something with this tier and Greeks? I'm not sure about that. These guys are insanely quick, just alien quick. I don't know how, but yeah.
I do agree with you. I think Papa may win, but we don't want to jinx that at all.
No, I'll just say nothing.
Yeah.
Papa will. I'm just kidding. Uh, so yeah, as we'll be looking onto lining up the grid, as we've got Dice Jason who's joined. No idea who that is. Hopefully it's not not an online lobby player, because we do not want people to get yeeted into the first corner. As I do not remember if the side pod damage is on. Do you know?
It's on standard, so I would believe so.
We'll see, I guess, as this does play a major factor, and hopefully people do not dive into turn 1, ruining other people's races, because
Yeah.
that's a massive frustration. As we've got the information left right now, as it says the soft medium mediums is the best tactic, but I do believe a few people will go for that soft hard tactic, or maybe even the soft mediums, depending on what they'll do.
Well, there's only one driver on the grid that's actually starting on hards, which
Yeah,
is Nap.
so
That's interesting.
that is interesting, as we've got Dice Jason who's starting on softs, starting from the back, which is also interesting, I'd say. As we've already got a McLaren who's spun, and that's Radeos. But we're following the leader right now. As yeah, I believe I do not remember if it's easy to overtake here. I haven't practiced that much, so but I do believe it is, as we've got 3 DRS zones. Curious to see all the racecraft from these new drivers. Hopefully they're clean, keeping it safe as well, and action-packed most. That's what I'm hoping for most.
It's going to be an intense battle with the times that everyone did in qualifying and the top 9 being super close. That we're going to expect a lot of battles.
Yeah, as we've got Wimpy and Sprog, I believe they hit each other.
Yeah.
That's quite unfortunate actually, as tire warm-up is quite crucial as well in the formation lap. Coming up to the start, if we can get a better angle in a bit. I'm curious to see if any of the people outside of the top 10 will be able to make it deep into the points, as I do believe it is quite a strong strategy. As we are lining up the grid right now, waiting for a Mercedes driver. Let's see. As we are lining up, as the lights go on, as it's 5 lights already, as we've got the glitch in the game again, and we are off. As Sprague gets a great start, as Peppa is leading into the first corner, coming up to the first corner. No incidents yet. Not yet. As we do, we've got an
Aston Martin is spun out.
AlphaTauri who is out.
Dice is out.
As we've got a Aston Martin who spun. We've got Sprock who spun as well. As we are coming up to turn 6 right now.
And then Mercedes just spun out as well. It's Taxis. Taxis spun on the third turn.
It's a messy start actually. As we've got Papa leading, following up with Van Beeds. Then we've got Wimpy. Then we've got Todd. As we've got no incidents yet. As we've got Yoda and that band's coming up to the hairpin. Will he go for a dive? No, he won't. Everybody's braking a bit more early, trying to avoid incidents. We've got Keyboard Magnussen up into
P7.
P7. As yeah, we've moved up a lot of places.
Yeah.
As we've got Tatsus and Futuristic, as Futuristic also had an incident apparently, who's moved down all the way to P15.
Eversnax made a move on Lambert from the outside.
As we've got Eversnax and Plambert close by each other. Plambert trying to use the slipstream. Will he go for a move into turn 1? He will try. Look around the outside, as we do not have a camera angle for some reason. As we come up to turn 2, he does not make a mistake. As we will go on board with them. He will not go for a move.
Futuristic is in the pit, as is Mozzie Gaming. Futuristic went on hard tires.
As we've got Motocrosser and Nap Amadeus trying to fight for that P10 position right now.
Mozzie Gaming went on hard tires as well, so they're hoping to regain those positions that they have lost.
As we try and see for an angle, and it seems for P7 that the Keyboard Magazine Yoda and that band's really close at the back of each other. Try not to spin around that killer curve, please. That would be great, as we are coming up on to the final corner with them for the bats for P8. As Yoda tries to
move
go
from the inside. He tried it, but wasn't enough to make the move. But now Bant is right behind him, trying to get a reception and using all the energy that he has. Goes on the inside and he tries to go for the move, but it's not enough. And they touch the wheels.
There's a bit of wheel bang going on with Yoda and Bant as he tries to come back at him into turn 4. He tries to have a little dive, coming up to it, which makes it stick actually.
And then someone spun out on Nap spun out again.
As we are currently looking at the battle for P7 with Keyboard Magnussen. They all do have mediums, as we've got a few soft runners who spun, I believe, or had an incident. As we are, the DRS is on actually, as it's lap 3 right now. I completely forgot about that. As Keyboard has a little lift coming up to the killer curb. As we are coming onto the main straight in a bit. Vance is looking at a good position right now. As Keyboard has a bad exit. Vance has a great exit. Coming up to the main straight. Adds an easy overtake. DRS open. Use a bit of that overtake.
Yoda is making the move as well on Keyboard Magnussen from the inside.
Ooh. As he tries to make stick, will he come out of turn 2? No, he won't, but he will have the DRS again. As he uses overtake, will he try for the same move as Vance did a few laps ago? No, he won't, but will he get the better traction out of turn 4? Doesn't seem like it. As I'm on board with Eversnax and Zald. I have to say, these camera angles are terrible. As actually, Motocrosser right into the mix with the battle for P7 or P8 actually, as Vance has made a bit of a gap as he's 1.5 seconds in front already. We've got we've got an incident with Mozzie Gaming, I believe.
Yeah, he spun out.
Coming onto the main straight, we've got 6
Yoda's
cars.
trying to make a move on the inside of Keyboard, and he does. But Keyboard is trying to get that position back, but it's not enough for him. So Yoda is moved on to P8, but Motocrosser is now P9, getting that DRS and using the energy to overtake Yoda. He goes from the inside, and we have enough to overtake. They touch the wheels, and Motocross nearly spun out, but he saved it. So Yoda stays in P8, and Motocrosser stays in P9.
As we are coming up to the hairpin, there is a furious battle for P8 right now, as Vance has already pulled a gap. We've got Wimpy and Zod right at the back of each other, fighting for P3 right now. Coming onto the main straight, as Wimpy will get the DRS off Van Beat. So will Zod, but will he use overtake? As Wimpy starts to weave, as we've got our first penalty, Motocrosser. As Wimpy almost hits the back of Van Beats, as Zod has gained a few tenths on Wimpy right now, and goes for the attack onto turn 4. Will he dive down the inside as Wimpy keeps it real tight? Coming out of that corner, they're still side by side. Coming into turn 6 as they have a little bit of wheel biting as he gets spun out by... Oh, they both get spun out.
Too much aggression from both of the drivers.
Ooh, as Motocrosser has to take evasive action right there as he goes wide as well. This is a lot of mess in just half a lap, as we've got Yoda and Zod fighting right now, as Yoda goes wide into the hairpin, as we've got 3 cars lining up at each other, as we've got radios pulling a gap. We see that Zod has lost his left front barge board. Has to keep it real slow and tidy just to make sure that he keeps the car alive, because he's lost a lot of downforce right now.
He lost a lot.
He's losing a lot of positions as well. As we still have Wimpy in P7 right now, which is very unfortunate. He's had a lot of bad luck last season, and it's just starting to come back all over again right now. But I hope he will.
And Maple spun, I believe.
Oh, Mepo spun as Zod enters the pits. Will he go for the hards until the end? We'll have to wait and see. We've got Yoda, Radios, Wimpy fighting for P7 at the moment, maybe even P6, with Wimpy fighting against, trying to gain on motocross there.
Zod went on hard tires, so he hopes to go to the end with them.
Should be possible. I have no clue about strategy, as I've heard most people say soft mediums. So we'll have to wait and see, I guess. As I am riding on board with Yoda right now. And it seems Radios is getting on Wimpy. Not sure, Wimpy does not seem to have any damage whatsoever. Which is fortunate for him. Seems like the only ongoing battle is for P6 at the moment.
We got first people paying in to change the soft tires. Vans and Plumberd are in the pits.
Vans goes for the mediums at lap 8 already. Quite early, as we've got Plumberd going on to the hards. Very
interesting.
A mix of strategies here. So I believe anything can happen still.
Yeah.
It's Formula 1, you never know. As you just saw, Wimpy and Zod fighting for P3, losing all that position. As we've got Mozzie Gaming, I believe. Yep, who spun at the killer curve. It's a learning curve, mate. You'll learn. That goes for everyone, even the best drivers. As still going on themselves, as well as Papa and Emerson X. They are very close with each other, as we've got Yoda Radios right at the back of Wimpy right now, trying to gain on him for the next straight, as Radios tries to go for a move. Sorry about that camera angle. As we are going onto the main straight, as Wimpy decides to pit, Radios gets the DRS open. We've got Yoda following the back of him. All of these medium runners are looking at a better chance at the moment, as Wimpy's tires were dead, as Wimpy decides to pit for the hards, try and go until the end. We've got Sprague right at the back of Wimpy right now, coming into turn 1, coming out of turn 2. As Sprague gets a better exit right now, uses his DRS, coming onto turn 4, moves ahead of Wimpy, as I believe Sprague pitted at like lap 5, I believe, which is pretty early.
That was actually a great move by Sprague. Go on the outside, using half of the track length and the DRS.
Yeah, as he moves up, as Wimpy is struggling with his tire wear, or his tire temps actually. We've got
Papa is now pitting in, and Eversnock is still going.
He's still going.
He's still going on softs.
I believe Eversnax is going to go for the soft medium tactic. Try and
He
go
might.
up until lap 11, 12 maybe, and keep those mediums alive till the end.
Yep.
As you've got Futuristic now at the back of Wimpy. Wimpy struggling massively. As Sprock is trying to try and get that slipstream off for Wimpy so he doesn't get any advantage. As he does get the DRS. As I'm looking on board, we've got Papa right at the back of Van Beast right now actually. Papa pitted for mediums, so I'm not sure if he's going to the end, as we'll have to wait and see, as he is following Van Beast right now, trying to get past him. Does have 1 or 2 laps better tires. As we've got Nico also at the back of Keyboard Magnussen, right? Mazepin. Jesus Christ, I'm mixing up the names. It's been a long time. As Miko gets onto the curb, Lauren's a bit wide, coming on to the 3rd sector, right at the back of Keyboard right now, within 4/10s. Trying to keep that car alive. Does have a lot of overtake left, as Keyboard does not, so he's done a great job at managing that. As he goes for the move right now, easy does it. Mosey Gaming gets a 3-second time penalty. Mazepin will have to sit as a passenger right there, as RC Papa gets past Van Beast right now into turn 1. Heavy braking coming out of turn 2 right now. Papa is going to hunt for Keyboard and Meepo because he wants his spot back. He wants to move up the field as fast as possible, get an advantage, and we'll see what he does from there. As we've got Plambert actually in net P3, I believe. Oh no, wait, I'm not sure anymore. I believe it's Eversnax who will be on net P3 if he manages. As actually Eversnax is still going.
Yep.
That's quite surprising.
And he's maintaining his pace despite that he's on 10 laps old soft tires.
Yeah, as Papa gets past Keyboard right now, he will try and go for Meepo. Meep meep. Does anybody remember that? Phineas and Ferb. Does anybody know that show?
I remember that. Eversnax now pits in.
Eversnax finally pits actually. I was starting to worry about him.
And he's going for the medium, so yes, he's doing the soft to medium strategy.
As we've got Papa right at the back of Meepo right
Papa
now.
with the fastest lap with 1:28.4.
As he goes down into turn 1, heavy braking, moves up into P5, which will probably be net P1. We've got Eversnax actually at the back of Plambert right now, on those mediums. Plambert will have to try his best and defend for that. As we've got Papa and Meepo still fighting. As Meepo is trying to get that position back. As we've got Sprague, who's out.
He's out.
Will there be a safety car? What actually happened to him? That's what I question. Did he do a Grosjean?
He might have. Because it looks like it on the track
Yeah.
map.
Might wait and see. Nope, I cannot see anywhere. Where's the game? It's a bit late. As we've got
Marcus with another 3-second time penalty.
Yeah, as I'm on board with Futuristic right now, who is right up that gearbox from Wimpy, coming out of the penultimate corner. Wimpy does not have as much energy as Futuristic does. Futuristic backs out a little as he does want to get a guaranteed DRS for the main straight. As he opens it up, using a bit of his overtake, Wimpy weaving around a lot actually. Not sure if that's within the rules, but I believe so it is, because I used to do it last season as well, and it made me keep my spot. So we'll have to wait and see. As Futuristic goes for the attack again, backs out of it. Could have maybe had a little look, but decides to be patient and a bit smarter and not a reckless driver. Wimpy still defending for his life. As we've got Yoda as well, right at the back of Radios. Let's all come back to Wimpy and Futuristic in a bit. We've actually got Fan Bs right at the back of Meepo. Will there be team orders or will there not be any at all? We'll see. Maybe the Russian versus German, probably not, but that's in real life with Schumacher and Mazepin. So we are coming onto the main straight. Radios is the first medium runner to pit. Down goes Van Beets into turn 1. Easy as Meepo does fight his teammate, which is not a smart call at all. There are no team orders right there, as Meepo is fighting back.
Van is trying to make a move on the inside on Meepo, and he does. Which gets him P5 now.
Meepo, alright, with that gearbox, has to brake a little more than usual. As we've got Futuristic passing Wimpy right now, coming onto turn 4. Oh no, Radios it is. It's a three-way battle right here. Futuristic and Radios touch wheels. It's a bit of wheel banging. It's a bit of a
Just
switchback.
trying to get the position back.
Radios places that car perfectly, but Futuristic, will he go for the switchback? He does not yet, but he comes down to the hairpin. It is not yet done the move, as Radios does have less tire wear actually on those hards, as they are fresh and new. We've got Wimpy fighting for his life. We've got Nap trying to join into the fight on those mediums. As Radios
3-second
gets a
penalty.
3-second, running wide out of the track. As we are coming down on the main straight, we've got 4 cars lined up, 5 cars lined up for turn 1. Futuristic gets the DRS open, uses probably a bit of overtake, tries to look on the inside. He does not. He does hit the back of Radios. Runs a bit wide as Wimpy and Nap
Three-way collision.
Zod tries to get an advantage out of that, but he passes at a weird spot actually, gives the spot back, which is nice and fair. Wimpy having a bit of wing damage. I believe his right end plate is gone. Yes, it is. As we still have to battle for Futuristic and Radios. Nap will probably get an advantage out of that, as well as Zod. Wimpy's race is not turning great at all.
No.
As we've got Meepo and Plambert fighting for P7, coming into the killer curb, coming onto the penultimate corner, as Plambert is still at the back of Meepo right now. It's smart to stay behind because you do want that DRS. He does try and stick behind. He has a look around the outside. He does not make the move stick, but he does get the DRS in a moment, as we are coming up, as Meepo dives into the... he does not dive into the pits. What is he doing? He's just giving he's just given that spot.
Just gave him a free position.
Maybe he was trying to fake the pit, but that was completely useless actually. As Plambert gets that P7, as Meepo is trying to get back at him, but the tire wear difference.
Second penalty. Not 5, what?
Oh no, these
What
guys
just
crashed
happened?
into each other, coming into the pits. as Nap retires right now. We've got Sod as well coming into the pits. Also a bit of wing damage. What has happened here? Three people with wing damage switching their wings as well as their tires.
Well, checking the race director, Wimpy has sped in the pit lane. Nab made a severe collision with Wimpy and Zod sped in the pit lane, so I feel like there was a collision between the
Yeah.
drivers.
As we've got the two Aston Martins racing against each other right now. We've got Monster Gaming and Zod. As Zod does have the fresher tires, is a bit faster right now. As Zod will get that advantage probably. We are on board with Van Beats right now, who is at the back of Eversnacks. Coming into turn 1. Eversnacks on those fresher mediums than Van Beat. Well, there was a few weird moments, confusing moments actually going on
Indeed.
at the back of the grid. As we've got Peppa right at the back of Motocross right now, trying to gain that position up to P2, as that Vance is still going on those mediums, as well as Motocrosser, as well as Yoda, who seem to be going for the softs in a few laps. As the soft medium strategy most likely will work, then the opposite will as well. As Peppa is at the back of Motocross right now, tries to look for a move, does not, but he will get the DRS as well. Coming onto the main straight, easy does it probably. As he makes that move.
Wimpy spun out.
This guy is just not having his day, is he?
It's unfortunate for him.
Event after incident after incident.
Yeah.
This guy is actually the most unluckiest driver in Tier 3, I have to say, considering last season as well.
Maple puts in for soft tires.
He does. They should be able to make it to the end, but I'm not sure. I hope for him it does. As we've got Eversnack right now at the back of Yoda, coming up to the hairpin. As we have DRS opened, uses his overtake, tries to go around the outside of the next corner. He does make it stick. As Yoda is running out of tire wear right now, you can see a bit of tire deck on his tires.
Yep.
Will he pit soon, actually? That's the question. As we momentarily do not have a massive ongoing battle at the moment. Maybe Yoda might have a try coming back at Eversnacks, but I doubt that, as he dives into the pits.
Yep. The tire wear at this game it's a big issue, since ever they removed the rich fume mode, you need to like rely on your energy power supply and the tires you're using.
Exactly, as you're only allowed to use the standard mix for the whole race actually. You cannot even use lean at all unless there's a safety car. As we've got futuristic, both Ferraris fighting for their position right now, but I do believe Yoda will come out on top, as he does have the softs and the fresher tires, as Motor Gaming gets another penalty. We'll have a look at the penalties. We've got Motocrosser with 6 seconds, Radios with 3, Zod with 5, Mozzie Gaming with 9, and Wimpy with 5, as Zod sets the fastest lap of the race right now with 28.2.
Eversucks is literally right behind Motocrosser now. Onto the long straight, right before the final turn of the track. He's gonna get that DRS off him, and hopefully he will make a move and go past him. He uses the energy as he just squeezes him. He squeezes him towards the pit lane.
As Motocrosser wanted to dive into the pits, but Eversnacks did not see that one coming. That was a shock for him. That was
a
an
shock.
incident. As we've got that Vance as well in the pits, he will come out in P5.
Well, the game is spun out again. It's a bad day for the Aston Martins today.
Yep, as well as Wimpy. As we've got
Indeed.
Miku on the 28.3, 28.1. I do believe that Vance will get the fast lap of today. But you never know, as he will try and hunt for P4, possibly P3, or even just a podium. As we still have, we have Yoda actually at the back of Motocross right now, as they're both on fresh softs. Meepo on the back of Futuristic right now, which will be an easy overtake normally. Does not make that move yet. We still have Yoda on Motocrosser.
Oh, he
Meepo
does?
does. He has it's quite a big dive down the inside, coming out of that corner. As Futuristic will have to try and settle for P9. Yoda Shrill trying to fight for P6 at the moment against Motocrosser. We have our RC Papa or Pole Sitter on P1 at the moment. Eversnacks on P2. Actually, Eversnacks is doing a great job.
He is.
He's managed to gain 7 positions actually. We've got Tatsis as well on the back of Radios right now. He'll probably make that move earlier than Yoda can on Motocrosser, as these two do have a massive tire difference. Tatsis with a lot more speed, as you can see on those softs, as Radios places that car actually perfectly, gets the better exit coming out of that corner. They're both coming into the pair pin. Ooh, it's a bit of wheel banging, and Tatsis gets the move done. But Radios will try and fire back, but he will not have the energy to do so, as Tatsis had the DRS as well as the energy for it. As that band gets the fastest lap with a 27.7. Do not think anyone will be able to beat that. The only ongoing battle at the moment is Motocrosser right now and Yoda, as these guys are trying to fight for P6. That band has made up 4 seconds to Plambert right now. Plambert also gained a few seconds on Van Beets, as I think those mediums are starting to give up a bit. As Motocrosser runs a bit wide, that gives Yoda a better chance to gain. As this battle will be ongoing, I believe, till the final lap. It all depends on who is better on average pace, as well who is better on energy consuming, because that will play an important factor at the final lap.
Motocrosser's energy is very high compared to Yoda's.
Yeah, it is. And Yoda just keeps using it, as he really is desperate to get past Motocrosser. As Yoda dives down the inside.
Oh,
no!
contact has been made.
Contact has been made. No, that's not what we wanted.
Oh no!
I do believe Motocrosser might have turned in a bit too quickly and could have avoided that actually.
Yes.
They were side by side actually coming into turn 1. So we've got Meepo right at the back of Motocrosser right now, but Motocrosser's tires will be a bit burned right at the moment. As that was very unfortunate. Seems like if we've got these races going on, it's gonna be an interesting season unless Papa
It will be
can
an
just,
interesting season. I do agree.
if Papa just can take an advantage out of all these incidents, that's gonna be
Yeah.
an easy championship actually for him. We've got actually that Vance at the back of Clambert right now. He is very close actually at the moment. Coming into turn 1. As he also even sees the podium places. We've got Motocrosser as well coming onto the main straight. He has DRS, he has overtake, he has a lot of energy, he has a lot of
Easy
speed.
move.
Easy move into turn 1. He gets redemption for what just happened.
And Barnes also overtakes Planburn.
Yeah, as he did that before turn 4, I believe. As he will now try and go for that move on Van Beets.
Yeah, Vance has a chance to get podium. He just needs to cut up to Vance, and he will be in the 3rd position.
As he'll be getting ready to hunt for Van Beets, as he does not have a lot of overtake left. Motocrosser had to use quite a bit actually to gain his position back. As we've
Another
got
yellow. Moza Gaming retired.
oh,
Safety car.
safety car.
Oh,
Eversnack comes into
Eversnack's
the
put in.
pits. What about Van Beets?
That's a smart move. Yeah, Vance is coming in as well. They're going to go for soft tires, 100%.
That Vance will keep going. Van Beets gets a 5-second penalty.
Oh
speeding in the pit lane.
no!
Oh, that's very unfortunate for him. What about Motocrosser? Will he come into the pits as well? I don't believe he will.
I would
As
on 3
Yoda,
laps.
Yoda comes in. That's a Meepo as well. A safety car. Right at the end. As actually, this just, yeah, might have ruined Papa's race.
Yeah,
I might have jinxed that.
we might have.
We might have jinxed that. Oh no.
This
Man.
changes everything now because everyone's going to be on soft tires.
Yeah, he's the only one that's not. As Wimpy might have a chance to come back, as well as Zod, Futuristic and Radios. We've got Eversnags, who will probably have the best chance.
Whoopi doesn't put in. He's going to continue on the medium tires.
I think he might have given up if he does that. This is because actually Papa did not have the chance to pit. He just crossed the line when the safety car was announced, which is again very unfortunate for the Red Bulls as well.
It is.
It just keeps getting worse and worse for almost everyone. And then we've got that Vance who came all the way from what P13, I believe. I'm not good at math. I'm sorry, guys. Let's check. He came from P13, yeah. See, my maths was great. 2 plus 2 is 4. Minus 1, that's 3. Quick maths, let's go. Easy done. Add some sauce on top of it, and it'll be all Gucci. Papa just needs to get his head down and try and maximize his pace if you can on those mediums, because those mediums will be run out and will be dead, to be honest. Wimpy does decide to pit, which is a bit late in my opinion.
It is.
There will be another lap as a safety car possibly.
Eversnax has a chance to win the race back to back from Tier 4 and Tier 3.
Yeah, actually, that would. Damn, that would be amazing. Then he should move up to Tier 3.
I mean, with the pace that he had today, it's
Yeah.
incredible.
Indeed.
Like, he should be a Tier 3 driver.
Yeah, and his strategy was spot on actually, going with that soft medium strategy.
Yep.
We've got almost everyone on fresh softs, except for Papa, that band's a motocrosser. We've got Papa on really old mediums right now, who will probably lose out on his position, but will he lose out on a podium? That's the question, as safety car will not be in this lap, I believe. Nope, there will be another lap of it, as we are waiting for Wimpy action at the queue. Damn, that was the first time I ever heard that Mercedes safety car engine zooming right past me. Vroom.
So there will be 2 laps remaining after the safety car.
Yeah,
And everyone's going to be battling.
it's gonna be a sprint race till the end,
Yep.
maximizing that energy usage. Curious to see Papa's I don't know, I feel like Papa's a bit weird. I wanna I don't know, I'll call him father. I do not want to say daddy, because that's
Oh,
also
no,
weird.
no.
Let's keep it at father.
If you call him daddy, it's like you have a king for him or something.
Come on, daddy, let's go, daddy.
Right, back to professionalism.
You can do this, daddy. You can do it, daddy. Jesus Christ. As
Fun get at its finest.
Jesus Christ.
Safety car in this lap.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Oh, sorry guys. As we are lining up for the race start right now. Well, as Papa, father, gives gas, full throttle, down the mid straight. That's a good run actually. No incidents in the back, as we've got some people driving, hitting each other, as we've got Euro Plambert, as Van Beat, as Keyboard Maxon is at the back of people, as we've got that band's diving down the inside, coming into turn 4, they are side by side coming into turn 6. That band makes a mistake, so Solves have better traction. Eversnax will
Yep.
try and go for that move as well, coming into the next corner. We've got a few people coming down on the hairpin. No incidents so far, as you've got Yoda and Tetsis side by side. We are back with Eversnax right now. Back to radios. Seeing that Tetsis and Yoda are side by side, as well as Zod and Futuristic. You've got Wimpy trying to fight back as well, coming into the next corner. Plambert still in P6. Might gain 2 positions considering they have penalties. Actually, that does not favor Motocrosser and Van Beats at all as well, those penalties. Eversnack still trying to look for that P2 position. That Vance is just running off with that win right now. As Eversnacks tries and look at the outside. Will he break a lot later? Try and stick that outside move. He does, but so does Peppa, trying to keep it there. But Eversnacks gets the better traction. Peppa tries to get back at him. He does not. We've got a few people at the back, side by side. We've got Van Beats, Motocrosser, right side by side with each other. As Plamber tries to look for a move. As Meepo gets ahead of Plamber right now, who gets ahead, taking advantage of that situation as Keyboard Magnuson takes a dive at Plamber right now, coming into the hairpin, coming down to the next
Oh, the
hairpin.
touch the wheels.
Plamber is at the back of him. We've got a few people like Radios and Tatsus almost side by side. We've got Zod and Yoda side by side at the final, at the hairpin, I mean. We've got Wimpy taking advantage of it. We are almost 3-1. Oh no!
Massive crash.
Wimpy and Zod. Oh no! Yeah, that's even worse actually. We still have a few people lining up with each other. We've got Bambi's trying to go down the inside of Papa right now. He makes the move stick. He dives down.
Oh!
Papa pushes him off. Oh no! As Motocrosser comes across the line.
Motocrosser.
Oh!
Mepo gets third.
Mepo is third. Papa does not even get a podium.
Oh, that's gonna be some
That's gonna
beef.
be a stinger right there. That's gonna be a stinger right there. Jesus, we've got that band's winning the race all the way from P13, Eversnacks all the way up to P2, Meepo up to P3, gaining a lot of advantages at the final lap. Papa just not making it stick with those mediums.
It's so unfortunate for Papa.
Yeah, it is. As
Meepo, the driver of the day.
yeah, who would you consider driver of the day actually?
I don't know. It was tough for everyone.
Yeah, indeed. Very tough actually for these guys. That band's coming out on top. We've got, who was after RC Papa? I believe Plambert. Let's check in a moment. That was an exciting final few laps.
It sure was.
We've got that band's in P1. We've got Eversnacks P2, Meepo P3, RC Papa P4. Keyboard actually putting it in P5, coming from P15. That's a nice drive. We've got RC Tetsis. We've got this lineup. Let's check the race director for incidents for the FIA. Got the pit stops, as that was the race for today. As we will go down to our interviews. Let's see, who do we want to get in? Do we want to get in that bands? Who is lined up? That's the question. We've got Eversnacks and Van Beats. My Dragon Van Beats, I believe. I mean,
Yeah.
Eversnacks. In a moment. Let's see. Let's drag him. Hello, Eversnacks or Evershiftsalotl. Hello, great race from you. Coming from, I believe, P9 or P10.
Oh yeah, Jesus, that was a good race. Yeah, started P9, I think.
Yeah, great strategy as well, going from the soft to the mediums, and
Yeah,
sticking them for a long time.
I really believe that soft medium is the way to go here. I think I did the same thing in tier 4 as well, to just take the mediums and drive them for as long as you can go. I think I pitted lap 11 as well. The tires were almost dead at that point, but yeah, just about worked out. And then the strategy just came through, and I think I overtook some people as well. There were some crashes ahead of me, some penalties as well, and then the safety car, of course.
Yeah, I want to know your point of view of the safety car restart, because there were a lot of battles going on and a few incidents as well during those last couple of laps.
I think I saw a bit of a scramble behind me at the restart. It was, I think at the front it was pretty clean. I just pretty much just watched that Benz go past for the race lead, and I was thinking, okay, it's over for the victory, but I can still take Papa. I think Papa went pretty far towards the line before he actually started going. But yeah, just got an okay restart. I think managed to not get overtaken by anybody, and then overtaken Papa, I think, a lap later, because he was on old mediums. Yeah, the pitting for the softs really just worked out there at the end.
Yeah, that was actually a brilliant strategy. You made that work really well. Getting all those positions, running up at P2, I believe it was, at some point, or P3. Would you consider tier 3?
See, the thing is, I normally can't race on Thursdays. It was just the one-time thing that I had time today. So I thought, hey, I might as well sign up, because I really believe that this is my strongest track on this game.
Yeah.
So maybe you saw.
Yeah, you showed us that yesterday and today, getting podium twice. Yeah, yesterday first place and today second place. So yeah, Bahrain is your strong track.
I mean, I have felt the feeling of a Bahrain podium in tier 3 as well, like 2 seasons ago. So maybe there's just something about tier 3 in Bahrain for me. I should try that next season as well. Yeah, but really glad for the podium.
Considering trying podium for tier 2 tomorrow.
Actually, I could. I don't think I can quite keep up with those guys though. They're extremely fast.
Didn't you have plans tomorrow? I thought you had plans tomorrow. That's free position for me then. Yeah, no. Great race from you, man. Congrats.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Let's move him here. Let's drag in Van Beat, I believe. Yeah, or who is No Pope?
That's Meepo.
Let's move a Meepo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know if we should put both, because they did it. Let's just move Meepo. Hello, Meepo. Or No Pope. Is it Meepo?
Hi. Yeah, sure. Let's go with that.
Alright. Great race from you, getting on that podium.
Yeah, pretty easy. Almost. I started last, and didn't expect to be on the podium.
Yeah, actually, great race from you. Walk us through it. How was it?
Well, it was horrendously bad in the first couple of laps. Keyboard maximum was holding me up, so I was kind of annoyed that when I tried to overtake him on like lap 10, lap 11, he spun me. I was like, damn. Then I just drive through the rest of the race, and the safety car got really lucky because I could catch up on Vans and Motocrosser. That earned me a place, and Keyboard Magnussen helped me out because he later backbone everyone in there.
Yeah.
Yes.
How did you the final laps, those were really exciting. Those were extraordinary for you. You gained a lot of advantage out of those fights from those top 5, top 6 guys, actually.
Mm.
You went from like P7, P8, I believe, to P3 in a matter of a few seconds. That was great to see.
In the last corner, I think Vance literally pushed Papa off, so which earned me literally free placement.
Yeah,
So-
that was quite an intense, amazing battle actually right there.
Ooh, yeah.
You must be pleased with that.
Yeah, I was racing against the clock with me trying to fix my game, and I got barely into the game after the qualifying started, and now I started last, and I P3.
Yeah, I believe, we might give you driver of the day for today, because that was an intense few laps and an amazing
was.
comeback actually.
Exactly. Thank you. I couldn't race yesterday, but I'm happy with this.
Yeah, I for sure think you are. Glad to have you, man.
Yeah,
See ya.
something here. Oh God.
Should we drag in one more?
Let's give Van Beaten the winner of the race.
Van Beets?
Yeah.
Van Beets wasn't the winner.
Well,
That Bands was the
Vance,
winner.
Vance. Sorry, the names just look similar, so I do apologize.
Understandable, mate. That's understandable. As we'll drag in Van Beets as our final commentary interview. Hello, Van Beets.
Hello.
Walk us through your race, because that was a chaotic race towards the end and throughout the race, I believe, as well, as you've had some few battles and unfortunate to miss out on that podium bid due to penalties as well.
Yeah, so I think quali I did pretty good. You know, that's my first time qualifying the highest I've ever done here in SLR. Race, it went okay. I mean, had a good start, stayed in second. My medium stint is when I decided not to be fast anymore, and fatigue started hitting in, and stress, and what's his name? Ever shifts a lot. He's very good. I know for a fact that he's pretty fast here in Bahrain, and he eventually caught up to me, passed me, which I'm okay. That's fine. I knew Bance was gonna try to do softs at the end, and I almost went with him when he pitted, like 1 or 2 laps after. And I realized now I should have probably done that, because when the safety car came out, that's when I obviously pitted for softs, but I sped into the pit lane by 1 kph, and that really threw off everything for me. And then, so that last turn there, when I dived Papa, I just had to like try sending it and see if I could get like at least like a little bit higher up the grid, which obviously didn't work in the end, and I think I may have pushed him wide, so I'll understand if he reports me for that, because he did end up losing a position due to that.
Yeah. And what about your penalties? Do you think those were avoidable?
My what?
Yeah, your penalties throughout the race.
Oh, I just had the 5-second speed in the pit lane, which really hurt me the most, because it was only by 1 kph.
Ah, those are hurtful ones.
Yeah, I think without it, I would have had a good solid 4 finish. I maybe would have tried that same dive on Papa without this penalties as well, because he was on the medium, so I was trying to try to get a better exit than him.
Maximize your opportunities.
Yeah, but didn't work out.
You only learn from those.
Yep. So I mean, there's still like 19 more races. So I think
yeah.
So still a full season ahead.
Yep, and I think I have the pace to continue fighting for the podium now. So that'll be interesting.
And what do you feel about Spain? Do you think you have a good chance there?
I hate the track, but you know, I believe turn 7, which is the uphill left-hander, is kind of easier to take now. I believe it's more flatter, so hopefully we'll see less spins from that.
All right, good to have you, man.
Yep.
See you on the next race.
See you.
See ya. All right. I believe that was the interview for tonight. That was our Tier 3 opening race for the season. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please do a like and a comment if possible. And subscribe for sure, because we've got a new SLR channel. Extreme Gaming League is more of a combo, I believe, with 2SRL and SLR. So make sure to subscribe to the new channel, and we'll see you at the next one. Goodbye. Wamsky, you can say goodbye as well.
Goodbye.
See you guys.